everyone, this is Rick Prokop and welcome to Piano Power Lessons. Today we'll be looking at the fourth song in the John Thompson book, and it's called Traffic Cop. Before we get started, let's have a listen. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. So there are a couple of new things to look out for, namely that it's in 2/4 time, which is also known as march time, right? Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and so on. And the other interesting thing is every other line, you'll have the hands doing completely different things. So in the first and the third line, that's the case. And then in the second and fourth line, the hands play together and the wrists are basically doing the same thing. So right off the bat, you have the right hand off the piano, left hand stays, right hand comes down, and then the left hand comes off the piano, comes down. Right hand comes off the piano, comes down, left hand comes off the piano and comes down, right hand comes off, and then we go on our merry way together. Then we lift off and start again. Right hand off, left hand off, right hand off, left hand off, and right hand off, and then together wrists do the same thing. So let's take a look at what the right hand is going to do. We'll start, I'll put a little staccato under this E, all right, meaning that you're coming off. And then, I don't know if you've seen this before, this is called a slur. And the slur indicates that we're going to join these two notes together. If I was singing, I would join them together with one breath. On the piano, a breath or a small phrase like this would be played with a down followed by an up. And we'll see that when I put the camera down on my hand as we're playing it. So if we continue on, we have another staccato here, followed by another slur. Okay, then a staccato here, and then a long phrase. Now, so another word for a slur is a very short phrase. A phrase meaning a joining of things together, a joining of elements together. So here, the next phrase is quite long, and it extends from this D to this G. So far we have this, down, up, down, up, then off, and then these are all connected. And continuing on, we have basically the same thing, a staccato followed by a slur, another staccato followed by a slur, and then the exact same thing as up above. Staccato followed by a long concluding phrase. And the difference between the notes of this long phrase and this long phrase is up here, everything is moving in parallel sixths, right? We have G, E, F, D, E, C. Those are parallel. And then the right hand goes up a C triad, right? C, E, G. And the left hand goes in opposite or contrary motion to that, and then continues on parallelly. Okay, so you have this happening. This is all parallel, then contrary, and then parallel. Now down below, we have parallel 6 throughout. So we have G, G, E, F, D, E, C. Then they both go up a third, and then they both come down a third. So they're traveling in the exact same motion or the exact same direction. So let's have a look down at the keyboard now. So the first thing I want you to practice is just playing this E with your middle finger with an up motion. So your staccato is just a forward motion of the wrist, see? Just take your wrist and play the note and then lift the wrist up and forward towards the fallboard of the piano. Okay, and then just drop back down on that E and you're at rest. Do that a couple of times. And then after we come back down, we're going to go back up to the thumb. We're just rolling forward with the forearm and wrist. Just rolling forward towards this line. Okay? And I want you to look at how I finish on my thumb. I have a rather long thumb, but the nail is facing this way now because my hand is just balanced on my thumb. All right, it's never pushing down, it's just sitting there. All right, now I'm going to show you how to play the first line. So it's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then second line D. Try again. Up, down, up. You're holding on to that C, coming down, then up, down, up, holding on to that C, coming down, then up. All right, then second line, we have up on the D, followed by little down ups. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Watch that again. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? All right, and then the third and the fourth lines are similar. Up, down, 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 up, and we're just finishing on the thumb. Okay? All right, now John Thompson recommends a range of 60 through 120 for the quarter note. So let's try it really slowly at 60, and then I'll give it to you again at about 100, all right? And it's important that you practice with the metronome on because pianists don't play with other instrumentalists very often. And the tendency is to fall into really bad rhythmic habits because you're not playing with other people. And if you took up the flute or the violin or some other orchestral instrument, the first thing that would happen is you'd be in an orchestra, and then you'd have to play with other people, and you'd realize, hey, if I stick out, it's not going to be that good, so I'm going to try to play with these people. So you learn very quickly to play in time. So here we are at 60. 1, 2, ready, here we go. Up, down, up, down. Bounce, 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 bounce. Up, down, up, down. Down, up, bounce, bounce, bounce. All right, I have the metronome on 92. Let's try that. 1, 2, here we go. Up. And that should do it for today. I'll see you next time when we tackle the left hand. And then after that, we'll put the hands together and you'll have a complete rendition of Traffic Cop. All right, so we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me again, and I hope you have a great day.